What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'll share with you my review of the new premium character from the update version 4.9, Juggernaut. Okay, I was able to tier to him actually just a week ago, but I tried to get his potential first so that it's easy to clear some game modes. Now, you might be wondering whether or not he's worth getting and how does he compare to Magic, Gambit, and Colossus, the other premium X-Gene characters. So I'll try to answer that, but before that, I'll share with you first my build. So I was able to max his cooldown and attack speed because I have a lot of attack speed in my cards. By the way, my build is strictly PVE, although he can still dominate somewhat in PvP even with an offensive build. Okay, as for the Urus, I gave him attack, physical attack, crit rate, and then I alternate crit damage and ignore defense. Now if you want to build him defensively, you can opt for 2 recovery rate, 2 max HP, and then 1 energy defense. As for the skills, this is pretty much like Deadpool's tier 2 passive without the uniform. So whenever his HP is below 99%, he gets 3.5% recovery of max HP, so just 0.5 less than Deadpool's 4%. And most importantly, he has these effects whenever his HP is below 50%. Increases all attacks by 12, all speed, crit rate, and removes incapacitation. So crit rate, take note, it's 12%, so it may be wise not to cap his crit rate here. So you can just go for maybe 60 or 65. As for the skills, if you're like me who lack gold, so you can just max out the following. The first skill has no special effects in it, so it's okay if you just leave it at level 1 or level 2. The second one has damage accumulation, so definitely you need to max that out. Third skill is just fracture and guard hits. The guard hits or the guards against certain number of hits does not increase, unfortunately, so that's why I did not bother capping this out. And then he has a 4-star passive of decrease all damage received by 25%, and then super armor all defenses. So technically he does not need guard break immunity for extreme alliance battle, but for PvP definitely you need guard break immunity because a lot of the metas have pierce in them. And then the fourth skill, the fourth and the fifth, you need to max them out also. The fourth skill has 30% decrease of all attacks, so that means you're getting less damage. And then the fifth skill has 8% decrease of all defenses, which stacks up to 50%, and this is his bread and butter because this one has the most damage output. His leadership is pretty much defensive, so it's the same as Blue Marvel. And then the type enhancement, you can just try to max this out so that he is more tanky against speed metas like Quicksilver and Deadpool. I chose Power of Hungry Hulk because I really lack enough gold to roll for Overdrive, because I was trying for Overdrive because Overdrive has no attack speed and I don't really need attack speed because I have a lot of it in my cards. But whatever it is that you need, so if you want to build him for PvE like me, so you can still go for Power of Hungry Hulk if you lack attack speed in your cards. For PvP though, you can go for I would recommend you go for where is that? Protect the captain, because just look at the effect at the bottom. So if you see 40% increase of all defenses, then go for it. So we have protect the captain, and I think yes, spider sense, tenacious symbiote, drastic density enhancement. The shield is really not that useful for me, so I won't really recommend that even for PvP. So that's it. And then for the custom gear, this is just temporary. I'm still trying to roll for recovery rate, max HP, and um, 180 or 200 damage proc. So you might be wondering why recovery rate and why max HP when you are trying for a PvE build. Well, even though it's PvE, I still want him to survive, especially the higher stages of World Boss Ultimate. So like Proxima and Corvus Glaive. So if you want to build him strictly for PvP, you can just go for recovery rate, max HP, and then 5 seconds of invincibility, or double max HP and then 5 seconds of invincibility. Alright, so I'll try to I actually did pre-record already 3 game modes where I tested him. So that's World Boss Ultimate, Timeline Battle, and Extreme Alliance Battle. Alright, so as you can see in those test run in World Boss Ultimate, Alliance Battle Extreme, and Timeline Battle, Colossus, I'm sorry, Juggernaut really has the potential to dominate any of those game modes. Now earlier I promised you that I'm gonna answer whether or not he is worth getting and whether or not he's better than Gambit, Colossus, and Magic, the other X-Gene premium characters. Now you need to ask first yourself, what game mode really do you like the most? Or is it PVE or PvP or both? Because if it's both, then I would say go for Juggernaut. So this is given that you need to acquire an X-Gene character, just one for now. Okay, so if you have to prioritize, then I would say go for Juggernaut if you go for both PvE and PvP, because really he's that flexible. If you want strictly PvE, then go for Gambit, because his fit skill really has insane damage output. This one, because it has penetration in it, and it has these effects: increase attack, speed, crit rate, and I think this also has yeah, it has decrease of all defenses, which stacks up to 60%, and I think this is the highest in the game so far. Okay, Colossus and Magic, on the other hand, have kind of lagged in the meta. So Colossus is good in Alliance Conquest because of his reflect, and Magic, it's really sad because she's an awesome character in the comics, and here, although she has decent damage output, really, she's only usable in Shadowland. Maybe you can get as high as a floor 40 or floor 50 with her. And also World Boss Ultimate, maybe in the 30s or 40s of Ebony Maw or Black Dwarf. But really, it's only a toss between Juggernaut and Gambit. So if it's PvE that you like, then go for Gambit. If it's both PvP and PvE, go for Juggernaut. If it's strictly PvP, then go for Juggernaut as well, because you can make him as tanky as possible. And as always, if I really hope that this review of mine is helpful in deciding whether or not you want to get Juggernaut. And as always, if you like this video, please do hit like and subscribe. If you want to get notified every time I make a video like this, do hit that bell. Okay, thanks, and see you next time.